For this month's featured video, I want to give you things to consider before you create your will online. A last will and testament is most commonly thought of document when it comes to an estate plan. But a will is only a very small part of an integrated plan that ensures that your family will stay out of court and out of conflict if and when something happens to you. Now, don't think you can just write your own will and that will is going to help your family. You've probably seen ads from services that tout the idea that you can write your own will quickly, maybe even while you're standing in the security line at the airport. No, seriously, we've actually seen those ads in our own Facebook feeds. And you know what? It's true in Nevada and Ohio that you could actually write your will on the back of a cocktail napkin and make it legally valid. But does legally valid mean it's going to work for you and your loved ones as you want it to work, when you need it to work? So you really should think carefully about that and consider the reality that trying to write your will on the cheap, well, it could actually create more trouble for your loved ones down the road if you try to DIY it. Your family and your loved ones need you to get professional support from someone who can help you look at what you own, who you love, and what would happen to you and everyone you love if and when something happens to you. Look, the facts are, 1, death is unavoidable, and 2, incapacity may happen before that. These really are non-negotiables. Facing these matters head on, it leads you and your loved ones to having the best life possible. Otherwise, it's the people you love who get stuck with everything you are not willing to take care of now. Now, unfortunately, if you go it alone, you might miss important facets of what happens in the event of your incapacity or death. For example, you may think that a will is sufficient when what you really need is a probate avoidance trust so that your family stays out of court. A will won't do that. A 5-minute will is not going to help you and your family staying out of court. Now, you might think another example would be if you think that your kids are adequately protected because you have a will. But what you really need is what we call a kids protection plan. And without it, your kids could end up in the care of strangers, even if just temporarily. So before you do anything, get educated and get empowered to know how to do what's right. The right plan for you begins with knowing what you have and then being clear on exactly what's necessary to keep your family out of court and out of conflict, and to keep your assets out of our state's unclaimed property fund. So, if you're ready to write your will, that's great. But please, come see us first. The biggest mistake you can make is not facing the reality of death. The second biggest mistake is facing it alone. If you need help getting started, consult with us as your family business lawyer. We'll be glad to help you through the process so you can be absolutely certain that your loved ones are going to be protected and your wishes will be honored. On the first Friday of each month, the Gordillo Law Firm will have videos on how to use the law to take care of your business and your family. We'll also provide a spotlight for a local artist or arts organization. This month's videos are here on the right. If these subjects interest you, consider subscribing. And of course, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button for us.